I've been experimenting with Claude 3.7 Sonnet. I don't know how to properly pronounce that, and using the extended best for math and coding challenges model, and I've been very impressed. So I wanted to show you something. This is just like a test game scene that I use just to test out ideas. It's not super polished, and a lot of this stuff is like temp art. But one thing that I've always liked in a lot of the games, I just didn't know how to replicate it myself, is this effect that I can explain. It's very hard for me to code it. I'm sure if I spend a few months researching it, I can, but I was able to pump it out using Claude. And I've tried this in every other LLM, large language model. This kind of highlights for me is I'm still having a very hard time finding a way to integrate large language model programming into game development, but it's stuff like this that gets me excited. So here it is. I have a bunch of these homes. Sorry, it's not, the camera control isn't done yet. But I have this functionality where I can cycle between the exterior and interior, but I want it to be visually interesting as it transitions between the two. If I click on interior button here, you'll notice it does this thing. I refer to it as like a ripple effect. I think the exterior ripple effect looks the best, but basically it's just me switching in an interesting way between the center point. And all I really did was I just explained to Claude in this new model that I want a ripple effect that controls the visibility of two lists. In this case is the exterior of the building and the interior. And I told it to, where is this cluster? I have it parented here, but basically all I said was there's a ripple effect. There's an origin point that I get to choose where the center, the epicenter of this effect is. And it just built out this ripple effect. And I don't really know like what's the proper way to even format what I'm asking, but I was just super impressed. For the first time, this effect that I don't really know what's the proper terminology to use to explain it, it just understood that I just wanted this effect, and it looks really nice. So now here's the challenge. It's like, cool, this is an awesome feature that under normal circumstances, it would be very difficult for me to try to create it myself. And kind of seeing how far I can take it, like how intricate of a system can I work with using LLMs, because yeah, this is really cool. It almost makes me want to try to make a video game, but I've made video games in large teams before, and it's always like this challenge of like, do I really want to spend months, years developing something that is probably going to fail anyway? Most games don't do really well. But seeing features like this from Claude makes me very optimistic. Maybe time investment isn't going to be so crazy to get like really good results. So yeah, right now I'm still not sure like how predictable is this quality. For all I know is I lucked out. You know, I just said ripple effect with a transform and two lists, and it just worked. But does it work every time? I don't know. And I think that's the fascinating part about this. Yeah, so the stuff you're seeing here is coming in a future video. I'm kind of working on it. But yeah, just seeing the Claude stuff coming out, I had to try this out because this was my benchmark. This was when I go and try to use some of these AI tools, can they help me make this thing that I have a terrible time explaining? Because I don't even know what it's called. But ripple effect, it worked quite nicely. So yeah, we found that interesting. All right. Thanks for watching.